very effective. And as a sitting CEO and the national president, I have to take action. And I know I'm not doing that without the collaboration of everybody sitting here. Nobody can testify that I'm not talking to them. Being an ex-president or board member, we are talking. But if we don't have access to this information, it is incumbent on me. On easy is the head that carries the crown. It's incumbent on me to take swift action, develop some other documents, present it to this same assembly or honorable members, they endorse it, then I take forward from there. But thank you, Madam, former chair of that committee. You did an awesome job, besides few adjustments, which are not of pertinent importance, but I can promise this honorable group. With that said, I'm able to do some work within 60 days on the LLC and on establishing the LLC so that we don't get into that challenge which was developed, and I remember the premise of that challenge. So I'm requesting that understanding with this assembly. And words will be disseminated to different chapters. There is something which is a challenge I have at the National Executive at large. Presidents don't attend meetings. Now, members in that chapters, they come and say they don't get the information. How many presidents have attended 90% of the meetings? I'm not putting any challenges, no tests of questions and answers. But I can tell presidents of chapters that I can be proud of Paul and them and Lydia for attending 90 or 99%, if not 100% of meetings. Any other person, I don't know. So that is the challenge I face. So that said, hold chapters, hold your president accountable. At least after 30 days to 60 days, if they don't bring information from the national, it means they are missing on something. So LLC, I can consider that done. Copies of financial reports. You see, the conference in Minnesota was going on the high gear of the expenses. And this is not an excuse. I say printing all that tons of papers are reverse cost to manual work. And I think we should applaud to Mbe Takabon Kema Temple because these are paid if not bi-weekly, every month of financial statement. That is, to me, is more than a paper that is delivered to you. So I got him to more work for me and you to save money. It might not be the best approach because the last
myself who is interested in getting a better understanding of the language. We also tell stories to our children so they get to know about the Lewo fandom and its culture. We organize adult activities for our adult members to help keep the stress level down. We celebrate members' birthdays as well. And that's during the birth months of the meeting sessions. We also have projects such as the LECUDEM Community Center project, also known as the Hall project, under discussion and planning. We also look forward to revise our concept and do amendments within the framework of the mission and the vision of LECUDEM Ohio within the framework of the mission and vision of LECUDEM USA next month. We have also a new executive in place at this time. We mentioned we have the financial secretary, the vice president as well. We have the social secretary, the secretary general, and our treasurer. And we are working very hard to keep this branch growing from a membership of 41 to a membership of 100 by the end of our of our 2 years. We were elected 3 months ago, and by the time we hand over next year, we are hoping that this branch will increase not only in membership and finance, but also in other developments. Long live LECUDEM Ohio, long live LECUDEM USA, and long live. Thank you.
Our president is on a voluntary effort and asked me to say this. In the book of New England, that the president said was in low care and we have to revamp it through a seriously organized barbecue in a palace, supported by some of the elderly sons and daughters of the world in New England. At the end of that barbecue, we revamp the organization. And Dr. Louise is the current president. The transition was smooth, the president mentioned, and we're very serious. As of now, we have 31 members, pay all dues 100%. The level of conference dues, 20 members paid. We have quarterly meetings, and sometimes when the weather is very unfavorable, in India, we go to. We look forward to seeing how a few individuals will join us who are significantly, some of whom are elderly people. The president came and visited us. He knows those who are significantly, and I think he is contacting them personally. With that said, we also have Yanni, that is the main facilitator, for us to pay our dues as early as possible. Everybody is belong as a member of the Yanni group, $100, and that guarantees your effective presence. And the meeting can remove money from your covers, pay all your bills, and go every meeting when you pay your salary, everything will finalize. That is the secret in England. Thank you very much.
Sorry, New York.
All protocol respected. We can go someone on that branch. We can go to there. But we don't have a problem with the because ID people. But ID people is about side of that land over Ohio. So I do that and we stop operation now. This is the function very much channel 2 minutes. We don't really say to go financial trade, we go ID. We go aside. So right now we are already 23 active members. We pay all our dues timely, not just pay. Because the government system, also support you. But the government handicap for the $50, we will have more. So on the 31st, we will send out our dues to everybody and we will start collecting from members up to December. That's the box everywhere. Like so, most of them are looking at our refrigerator. Right having all meetings once a month, first Saturday of the month, and move from members' houses. Since we are not many, it's how we started our dance assembly. It is moving us smoothly, but today is an unfortunate day because most of our members could not make it here. So I managed with the Captain who is my highest technical advisor, and came and tell that the I was admitted to the hospital, you could not make it here. Thank you, but we are trying to improve so that we start accepting asylum to New York. So
Both my Square Highness, work, generally such as Illinois for about 20 years. But I was more unfortunate to quote Illinois, one of the worst things. I mean, for the administration of America, I mean, the permits will be travel. People were very enthusiastic. And you work. I because of that, I become a single representative. My family gets. I think I think since 2008, even before, the EMO, I knew that was but it a when they give the cancer, or I don't represent meeting in the human family.
Thank you so much. So we are going to be calling on Ms. Atela from North Carolina to give us a report.
All protocol respected. Um, I like to say a few words about North Carolina. There's no financial report, but there's a reason report. So when we left the conference in 2023, Dr. Simon, the president, reached out and said, I would like to consider you hosting the family reunion in 2024. And the first thing I said is, North Carolina does not have a chapter. And he reminded me what the essence of the family reunion was, to meet the lowest concerned doctors in different states and hopefully come up with a chapter, sensitize with them so that they can see the importance of getting together. So prior to that, how did North Carolina function? There was really nothing. We had the Cameroonian organization in North Carolina had a cultural event. So I put together the leader the census doctors in North Carolina, and we had a dance which the issue expected. And I said, you know what, okay, now it's time to separate the local people out in North Carolina and see what we can do. We hosted the family reunion, back and forth. I'll probably say that, well, correct me if I'm wrong. I think North Carolina is the first chapter that hosted a family reunion that raised $12,000. We don't have any money, we've not collected any dues, and I'll tell you our challenges. Our challenges is, I hear from New York and saying everybody's leaving New York because they're IDPs, and I think a recipient of one of those IDPs coming to North Carolina. We have, North Carolina is, I think during the family reunion, somebody flew to Charlotte instead of Raleigh. That's how big North Carolina is. So we have a challenge of distance. So, from meeting with everyone yesterday, there are two things that I'm gathering here. And I think we'll continue in that fashion, or maybe start to utilize that strategy. Using Zoom for intermittent meetings or every other month or something, and then hosting a physical meeting maybe twice a year. And also using the strategy of the Jambi to start the meeting. Because when we had a Zoom meeting, I had about 20, 30 people online who joined that first meeting. And then we planned the physical meeting, there was nobody. So again, maybe that's something we could utilize, and I'm going to borrow that and re-strategize it. And the second thing also is, I think when we talk in the large forum, there's so many people in the large that know those who are living in North Carolina. When I reach out to them, they're cold blue, nobody's saying anything to me. But I would like to put a call and say, I think it is needed to still continue. The president suggested coming to a meeting, and I mentioned that. But please reach out to those who are in North Carolina to push them and say, can you continue? Because I probably don't know all these people that are moving to North Carolina, but I'm doing my best I can. Last but not the least, there are some of them who have joined the national, I paid my dues through the national, and I know that there were some comments in the group about paying dues through national and why are they doing so. Just bear with us that while we struggle to get a real chapter, I think it's also encouraging that we encourage others to pay through national, so when it comes time for a chapter, it's easy for us to move forward. Thank you.
So we're going to hear from the Arizona representative.
My name is Victoria from Arizona. My president is Honorable Simpson, but yesterday out here as a representative. It's finished, I will wait as it does. The Arizona chapter report for the 2025 LECUDEM USA branch convention in Minnesota. His Royal Highness, the front of the wall, the chief, all notables, distinguished, distinguished convention attendees. Greetings from Grand Canyon, Arizona. On behalf of the members of our very new and esteemed chapter, I offer my sincere appreciation and gratitude to the national president, his executive team, and to the entire LECUDEM USA members. Due to the other commitments, I could not make it to Minnesota in person. The creation of our chapter was long overdue and had to be fast tracked from all the announcement of the President of His Royal Highness, the fall of the war at the LECUDEM USA Annual Convention in Arizona. A simple outreach from Commander Terrence to myself and the others was enough to instigate 20 the world's sons and daughters to form a chapter in Arizona. Our mission is simple: to form a bond, stand by each other at all times, and connect the world community and presentation to our rich culture, essential knowledge and practice through cultural preservation and development programs that celebrate and preserve our heritage. Since the creation of our chapter in April of 2025, we are proud to announce the following achievement. Hosting a world-class reception for our fund, His Royal Highness, the fund of the world, electing our executive committee to run the affairs, 99% members registered. Secondly, a representative, Mrs. Victoria Tangi, from the branch to represent our branch. A pledge to have the full financial, social, physical participation of all members from all the chapters starting. A new chapter will still have a lot of work to do. And we are working very hard with the president and his team to fully embody us with the LECUDEM USA ways. We call on you on your full support while pledging to uphold the LECUDEM US standards. On behalf of our chapter, sincerely thank you all, the delegates and the President, LECUDEM Arizona.
Houston in particular, please can you give us a report so we know what is there? I'm used to Nevada outback and representing Texas State. But I just want to say we are still really struggling to perform a brand. Texas is a very big state, and it is very difficult for us to really create a branch in Texas that's going to incorporate all the cities in Texas. Like 2 years ago, I know it came to that to create a branch in Dallas. Dallas is 4 hours away from Houston, just like San Antonio is 3 hours away from Houston. It's been very difficult, but we are still trying to see how we can manage it. Maybe do Zoom meetings or each of the cities create their own little branches. I know everyone is creating their state, but we are still trying to figure out how we can get our own done. So once that is done, then we'll be able to represent ourselves here just like everyone is doing. But we are still here representing Texas as, Texas people. We do it in Texas. Thank you.
Calling on a representative from Dallas, Texas. Please come to us to work. I know that a lot of the working here in Dallas. I used to live in Dallas.
So we can create Texas 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Over to God, respect. I'm Chairman Kanya from Dallas. I came from immigration. I hold the founder of a great team. I'm from Dallas. But Dallas, I'm working. I think I'll be out. So I will put my data down to organize Dallas. And I stand here today to pledge that Dallas will keep. I'll be out of city and I'll bring Dallas to this roster. For Dallas, we have roughly like 28 members. Then, yeah, I think they need some motivation and I stand in that capacity to mobilize that and promise my brother Dallas to come and go.
Thank you so much for I always follow you. So now we probably calling the president of our mother branch, the Cuban USA. No other than our
His Royal Majesty, the Lord, the Royal Entourage, esteemed members of this assembly. It's an honor to be here today and to address you as the president of the LECUDEM DMV region, the flagship chapter, the mother branch. And yes, it's DMV, it's not New York. So let's get that straight. I begin by paying tribute to two pioneers of the LECUDEM USA, who are of blessed memory today. Nkem Kengbeja Alexa John of New York and Ken Kenyafe Agi Forbin of Maryland. Long before former chapters existed, they rallied the war sons and daughters across the US to support initiatives back home. May we, while in our seat, offer them a moment of silence. May their souls and the souls of all our kinsmen who have gone ahead of us rest in peace. Amen. They would have been proud to be here to witness this day in St. Paul, Minnesota. I thank those who have worked tirelessly to make this convention a reality, especially the CEO of LECUDEM USA, Dr. Ano, Conference Chair, Dr. Asungu, Minnesota President, Dr. Fonya, and her entire chapter. Please, let's give them a hand of applause. It is never easy to organize a multitude of people from various places internationally. Thank you all for your time and sacrifices, and all those who attended so many meetings. The President, the CEO, and thank Mr. Nem for attending 99% of the meeting. I want to thank myself for attending about 79% of that meeting. The LECUDEM DMV, aka Mother Chapter, currently counts 150 members. Our community is well balanced: 35% youth, 40% middle age, and maybe 25% seniors. For many years, a big chunk of national treasury came from LECUDEM DMV. As you can see from today's financial report, posted by the tax collector, May Tatabong, from the 64,000 annual dues made up of development dues and sinking fund, that's 64,000. Maryland, or DMV, which is District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia, and we have some members from Delaware. We contributed 31,000 of that amount. That's of 2025 billion. Our meetings are held monthly, and we make it short and sweet, followed by cultural activities. We celebrate family events, support our school children with tokens, provide modest bereavement and newborn benefits. But above all, our branch have seen a significant increase and commitment during our wake keeps and other functions to support our members. Now, on another note, I just want to plead that I didn't come here to deliver a polished speech. I came to challenge all of us as dedicated sons and daughters of LECUDEM to think a little bit outside the box. LECUDEM diaspora must grow beyond US borders. It should start with LECUDEM USA, who, for example, we heard from the President General who said that we have to grow in Europe, Asia, and other places. So I'll not go back to repeat all of that. Just to conclude that paragraph regarding our growth, I think that USA, LECUDEM, should champion this project of seeing how we can invest funds and to see how we can invest funds in planting seeds in other countries in Europe, Asia, and so on and so forth. Because from her project, She is estimating $250,000 to support all those developmental projects that are on hold currently. That cannot come from just USA alone. If it has to come from USA alone, we are thinking of maybe 10 years. But in order to get that money within a shorter period of time, we will have to engage our other sons and daughters, siblings, friends who are living in other areas in the world. We must also diversify our funding. We can't keep asking the same members to finance every project. Let's leverage crowdfunding platforms with green images of those broken hospitals, schools, and roads. And we also have to seek global development partners. And some time ago, LECUDEM USA sponsored some children and sons of this organization to learn how to write projects. They will never follow through to use that knowledge to write those projects to seek funding. Maybe we have to revisit that. And in the area of healthcare, I want to suggest that we have virtual consultations that can address some common ailments using platforms like Zoom and Google Meet. Some of the LECUDEM children, the work children who are providers in the United States, can volunteer hours and consult indigenous, locals who are in the village, and then use some designated apps and prescribe medications for those indigenous to pick up those medicines in pharmacies that are in Cameroon. Dr. Asuntia, standing next to me, has used that platform, experimented, and successfully used it. So, while the Kudu gave money to Mary Health of Africa Hospital for their people to go there and obtain treatment, we can subsidize these providers to pay for those medications upfront for the locals in the world to pick up medications in pharmacies in Cameroon.
Mr. President, please, 1 more minute, please. I'm sorry, 1 more minute.
Thank you, sir. We must also calculate our community's resources. We saw people repairing roads without guidance from engineering, without guidance from experts like engineers and surveyors and planners. How long will this last? But we have all those talents in our community. Those are talents that we can engage to not build roads that will break in the next rainy season, but to build roads that are sustainable. I know the moderators want me to summarize my speech, but I do think that if we sacrifice our time and come here to present pertinent topics that will help our village, I think we should be given that opportunity. So I beg for an extension. I will summarize. We must engage our youth. So many people have already mentioned that already. And I also want to read that the executive should find ways to have many more conversations within the war youth, because the war youth, the LECUDEM USA has no sustainable future, because our future depends on the youth. When we all move on to meet the ancestors who then take over from us. And having been president of LECUDEM DMP, which has a 2-year term of office, I find that it's very difficult to actually carry out the project within a 2-year period. And that runs, I think it's the same term of office for the LECUDEM SO. And I'm suggesting that an amendment, this can be an issue that we can look at as the National Assembly, to find ways to increase the term of office for the executive. Because your first year, you're basically learning. And the second year, by the time you implement the plan, you're out of office. How then do you realize that project? A new executive comes in, and that first year they are learning, and things just get messed up. So that's something that we can all look into. And to Dr. Simon and the LECUDEM USA Executive, thank you for your leadership and chapter outreach. Your efforts are deeply appreciated. Your commitment in visiting chapters to help problem solve and foster unity leaves one in awe. Where do you have the time each time? That is leadership. To the LECUDEM DMV region, the mother branch, especially our dedicated dream team ESCO, you are outstanding. Our passionate debates are proof of our shared commitment. Special thanks to our Vice President, Kelita Lufo, Finance Team, Kemate Pascal Anate Folo, Secretaries, Vera Fuller and Edith Adele, and our vibrant social team, Mr. Collins Adrian and Dr. Asotia. And a big thank you to our diverse and passionate General Assembly. Lastly, to my husband, Dr. Stephen Forbin, thank you for your endless patience and unwavering support. You let me shine even on my stormy days. Long live the LECUDEM diaspora, long live the war for long. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you very much. Very interesting. And what we have the money side of time is very interesting. I begin to understand why everyone was deliberately put last chapter. Okay.
Want to remind everyone that we have the youth like the Reverend President just said, they are like the future. We have a vibrant, global national youth group. And the Vice President is here, as she used to say.
They did not include us in the program.
Sorry. I really advocating for that. Okay, before we move to the next aspect of the agenda, please. Oh, sorry.
The financial report was read yesterday.
Okay, wait 1 minute, we'll come to them. Just 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please.
So we're going to be having a speech from the board chairman. So we're going to, I'm sorry, I was still looking for a way to address your chieftaincy name.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. I'm not going to take a lot of time. We'll be eating in 7 minutes. Food be served around the clock. To our American friends who are in the academy, I'll just explain a few things to those of them who are in the call. This is LECUDEM, which is the Leguo Cultural and Development Meeting in the United States. There are more than 7,000 of us scattered here, and these are the folks that have made it to this General Assembly that you see here. You see how we dress traditionally. This is the way we do it back home in Cameroon. Lebo is in the DLM division, which is in the southwest part of Cameroon. In the center here, you see Your Royal Majesty with the honor of the war. And by the side, you have two ladies with them who are called Mafos. They are the funds assistants on the female side. We take care of the fund on the male side, and then on the female side, it's Mafos. On that other side, you see some folks sitting who are the camps. Those are the nobles in the palace. And then we have the executive from Cameroon. People travel from Cameroon to be here. This LECUDEM organization is the main organ is in Cameroon. So we are a branch. Those of us in America are a branch of that in Cameroon. So the executive travel here for this event. And then we have chiefs who also assist the fund in running the community. Quick thing on my side as the board of trustees chair, I just want to talk about governance. I think the president already touched on it, what we need to do to strengthen our association. Quick thing on magazine, we did not get a magazine this year, so important that we have a magazine for our conference. We have this once every 2 years, so there's enough time to do a magazine, so that people can have a lot of this information. Dues, I think that the executive look at it, we need to increase our dues. We need at $100 a year for forever, for $150 even the other things we do for business funds. It doesn't cut. When the financial people go back, you see, please make that recommendation that we put that way to increase our dues or find ways of making money of these conferences so that we can create the cost of it. Legal life is so important. We are trying to get into legal life. However, we do it, we have to. But not the way we need cultural group insurance or something like that. That was the last time. People are still owing the association money. We have to find a way where people do it directly and be responsible. You cannot buy insurance and don't pay for it. Okay? And you're not insured, so don't join if you cannot. So we need everybody on board. Social media, we got to have our presence on social media. It's very important for us to expose ourselves and do things we're doing. Talking about, I like the suggestion that we fund the cost of opening up other branches across the world. There's a vibrant branch in Bahrain that we need to support. You guys saw a while ago what they did. I don't know where they are. We need to find out where they are and support them. Europe, something we need to address. Then lastly, I want to talk about the president of DMV talked about term of office. I don't know whether because she mentioned that in the DMV, they have 2 years. And you come in the first year, you're struggling, you don't do much. And then referring it to the General Assembly to look at that. No, the General Assembly does not deal with how DMV's local elections or term in office are handled. LECUDEM has a 2-year renewable, so you can be president for 4 years, which gives people enough time to carry out the agenda. So I just wanted to clarify. Thank you for coming. Minnesota has done a great job to put this together. Please have fun. Let's talk about our development and see how we rebuild our community. Again, for our people who are here visiting, if you read a little bit about Cameroon, we had some internal problems back home that caused a lot of our people to leave the villages. And so they are beginning to come back. And we have a lot to do. We hear a lot of things about road construction and stuff like that. That's what we're trying to do from here to help them back home to come back to their farms, to come back to their homes. So all of that requires a lot of work and a lot of fundraising. And the principal branch of this organization that does that is the United States. Our people have no income. They are scattered all over Cameroon trying to survive because of the problems that happen back there. So we're trying to help them to go back, and they are dependent on us. So as we raise funds, please think about that so that we can help them. Thank you again for giving me.
Okay, thank you so much. So, if you have any reaction for this, just repeat. We are going to come back to this. One announcement: we have a book by Professor LECUDEM, The Heritage Concerning Dictionary of Education, a friendly companion in educational studies, from Professor LECUDEM, newly published. If you want a copy, you can contact Dr. Tambo Asum over there. You can get the copy. For the price, I will get the price and will let you know. I think what is the price? Price. $6, 6,000, $60, please. $60. You contact him, you can get a copy. Okay, thank you very much. I will pass the microphone briefly to the director of National Media. He has one announcement. Then from there, we move to the next item.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, there's another book. I don't have copies here. There is a Bible in Niue that is done by the organization run by Chief Justice Rockwell, who is the Supreme Court in Yaoundé. I don't have a copy, but if you get a copy, please contact me. We'll be able to get one for you. We also have another one, which is Niue to English, or vice versa. We'll have over 32 or 33 characters that have been translated. Last time we have copy in Arizona, we don't have them here. If you contact me, we'll be able to provide you with copies. And there's also some pamphlet and learning online. All of this is coordinated by Chief Justice Concept. Then this book again, the DLM story, especially if you go to chapter 8 and 9, again, it is ordered that everybody get a copy and read how the DLM was created, down to Manfred Anshu and J.N. Fabiti. These are the two individuals that they fought and fight Edmond, who was the then governor who manipulated a constitutional power of the women at that time to marry you. These two individuals, Manfred Anshu, went to prison with the help of J.N. Fabiti, who has a map, presented it at the tribunal court in Manfred, and they were able to release, and that's why we have the deal today. So, lastly, some of the talk on the reporter, I also do a lot of promotion. Earlier this morning time, he mentioned that there are some Bulgarians have gone out there and spoke to the executive. They said they want to promote culture, they want to promote development, and the proceeds from those stuff that are sold outside there need to go to the world to build, especially the social hotspot in the area. I've been out there again, I'm still in there, and want that by the time we finish from here, all those items should be bought, so that that money will contribute to the fundraising that we will have later on this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We have just 6 copies of this, please, just 6 copies, $60. On the last step, we are going straight to lunch. So, we are going to lunch from now. Okay, it's 1 o'clock. Lunch. From there, we come back.
Let's look forward to the executive table, please.
So the next part of our program is lunch. We are calling on our host to please usher His Royal Majesty out for lunch. We're going to be having lunch and come back for traditional dancing. And please, we are not out of time. If you are dancing, come back, please change into your traditional dance, traditional dresses. Dance dress.
Okay, yes. Please stand up. Please stand up. Let's do. I want to do it more. Please stand up. Okay, everyone can take this our seat, please. Please take, you can take your seat. Yes. And remember, after lunch, we are coming back to continue the occasion. After lunch, we are coming back. Please take your seat. We want to start with the lunch, please. Take your seat. Please, if you want to start the launch, please, I will not want any disorder. I want to go table by table so I will not have chaos over there. Please, please. Please, everyone should take their seats. We want to start the launch. And we don't want any disorder. We have to go table by table. We are about to begin. And we don't want anybody going to the movement and destroying their prayer. The twin is ready. We are taking off. It's not a second play. From this table to this table. Once I pass the table, I'm not coming back. Yes. From this table to this table. And this table. So, yes.
controlled by two anything other than that, you know, the time, football. We are going to continue by condition on every general assembly. This is possible. It was not done. Hey, I was paying the football. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah. How long pay? How long pay? Angry.
I don't think this is the petitioner for the election. I signed the petition for the election. Oh, we just go for election. It's not even for president. And you say, okay, no, that candidate without I want to go to the president.
Yes, yes, thank you. I don't know that chapter. No, you saw what I want to. Was it? I want to see everything now. And I just wish you were at the lecture, but I'm sorry. Yes.
If you feel as a president, then you don't put it in me. You don't say that I'm going to give you.
Yes.
Maybe it's good to do this to me.
Yes.
They can give you
Or you said,
five factors.
or you said, you said, you said, you propose and you since I can put it on, it's a unit to wish.
No, but we can't do comment on everybody in the song, like King of Song. More advocate. You're 50 minutes. Look at the people who have to do this meters. They want to go along. We even have two. Like a fucking one. Very good at this. See? Yeah. So they have everything.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope everybody has eaten. If you are not eating, let me know. We have more food for you people. Okay, I want to inform the traditional dance people, the people cannot dance music everybody because we are going to start with the cultural evening. The different traditional dance group get ready. In the next 15 20 minutes, we are going to start. Thank you very much. Okay, the different additional group. You should start getting ready. The different additional dance group from the different states. I know Maryland is coming. I know New York. The different additional dance groups are getting ready. We are about to start the Portugal Tambourine today. The different traditional dance groups is not getting ready.
Hey, hi. You enjoyed the book? Just pick it, yeah. It's about the BLM story. Yeah. Where is them coming from? Yes. Yeah. They want to know a little bit more about the area. One of the, not all of it, there are many of the books outside, but that's just one of the books that you can read. And it's, I think it's $25. There's a training online.
Are you have 5 copies? I don't talk with him in a few minutes. Hi.
Yes, dear listener, dear viewers, right now we'll have a break. People are eating. When traditional dance start, we will go. Okay? Let me go. Oh, it's from